Hello, my friends. My name is Rick, good friends of Chaplain Bill and Marlene Holland. Known him for about 38 years. So he had asked if we had any comments about the lesson number 1, Lord Change Me. Something actually did hit me. I believe the 6th faulty method had to do with intellectual change, that we're always looking for information to somehow change us. And one of the verses in particular from Romans 7, verse number 15, hit me like a nail on the head. And maybe you'll be able to relate with this as well. The New American Standard reads it like this: "For what I am doing, I do not understand. For I am not practicing what I would like to do, but I am doing the very thing I hate." The New Living Translation says it: "I don't really understand myself, for I want to do what is right, but I don't do it. Instead, I do what I hate." I think a lot of us can really relate with that, especially when we understand that sin is the thing that we're doing, that we hate. Now, in the commentary that I looked this up with, I really liked it. I'm going to read you some of it. It's very verbatim, so I'm going to read it just as it is. Paul is describing himself. He is doing the opposite of what he himself wants to do. Instead of doing the things he wants to do, he does what he hates instead. This is frustrating, and he wants to know why it's happening. Some biblical scholars believe that Paul is describing himself before he becomes a Christian. Why are we unable to obey the law if still under it? Confusing those under the law as to why they can't keep it. So scholars with this view use this verse to describe someone who is still a slave to sin, not someone who has been freed from sin through faith. And you can read Romans 6:2, 18, and 22 for references. However, other biblical scholars believe Paul is describing himself as a Christian who is being deeply honest, much like Cindy was in her testimony, about ongoing struggles with sin. Although Christians have been freed from sin's power, we continue to live under its powerful influence. We all at times feel exactly as Paul describes. We continue to do what we hate, we sin, even when we mean to do what is right. It's not that we are still slaves to sin, but that we are divided by our own competing desires. And that, my friends, is the heart of the matter. When I was thinking about this, some certain words came to mind about what happens when we do what this very verse says. Shame, disgrace, confusion, dishonesty, and irrational thinking. All those boil down to one word: self. So I asked myself, so what did Jesus actually come to earth for? What was his purpose? We of ourselves cannot defeat sin, so Jesus did it for us. So when I look at the cross, I'm reminded of what my Savior did for me and you. I want to leave you with this one thought. It's from Proverbs 27:17. Iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. I hope and pray that during these next several weeks that we all learn how to sharpen one another. Be blessed and have a wonderful day.